Hi, family. This is your girl Linda with the channel that was formerly known as From My Neighborhood to Yours. So, I got some tea for you today, girl. I got some tea for you today. So, stay tuned. Listen to my tea that I have for you in a few. Hi, this is your girl Linda with the channel formerly known as From My Neighborhood to Yours. I got some tea, hotter than this tea in this cup for you. And that tea is pretty hot. That is some ginger mango tea. It's pretty tasty also. But I got some hot tea for you. So let's get into that hot tea. The hot tea is the reason I say my channel name is formerly known as From My Neighborhood to Yours. It's because I am changing my YouTube name that better fits me in my lifestyle. Now, my channel name is going to be The Life of a Fisherman's Wife. Let me go back and tell you why I decided to name my channel From My Neighborhood to Yours. It's because I was actually inspired by Mr. Rogers. Growing up as a child, I did not watch Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers wasn't something that I would actually watch on TV because I thought he was boring. But later on, I started working with this guy. He is disabled. Very sweet young man. He does not have a very long attention span, and he loves Mr. Rogers. His mom said he has loved Mr. Rogers all of his life. And Mr. Rogers is not a loud person nor a very energetic person, that would capture your attention, like, jump out at you and you're like, oh, let me watch him. No, he isn't. He's not that type of guy. The more I watched Mr. Rogers with my special guy and I got to know Mr. Rogers, he was inspirational to me with everything. I mean, if you have not seen Mr. Rogers or the biography of Mr. Rogers, that's a must go see. With his attitude, his demeanor, his way of life. Not many actors, a lot of the other actors or actresses that work with them can say that the way they are in person is the way they are on set, or the way they are on set is the way they are in person. That you couldn't tell him from being on set or not being on set because he was the same person. He always liked to teach. He always was kind. He always is friendly. Everything about him say, he is a kind person. So, I wanted my channel to be kind of like that. I wanted my channel to be a friendly channel, a channel that you learn from, and something that makes you want to watch me. And that's why I came up with From My Neighborhood to Yours, because I was going to give you something from my neighborhood to yours. Then I kind of realized that that kind of limits me to my neighborhood, and I want to broaden my view out way from my neighborhood. And as you all know, I have posted some videos that we was in La Crosse and we was fishing. And as my husband was out there fishing, and it is cold out there, and I'm sitting in the car and I'm looking out at him, and I said, this has been my life for 23 years. Actually longer than that, because that's how long we've been married. But before then, that was my life also. And I said, I know more about being a fisherman's wife than I could tell you about a neighborhood. So I say, and there's so many of us ladies. And there are some women who like to fish. There are some fisher women. I don't know what you would call them, but yeah, they love to fish, and maybe they have the same mentality as the husbands does. But I can just only tell you about, being in the life of a wife, how it feels and what it is like. And ladies, if you want something funny, because it can be a little comedic, a little comedic, whatever you say. It could be that. And yes, I would slaughter the English language. I would slaughter it to death. I was raised by my grandparents, and a lot of things that they say was made up words, and I didn't know. So I still make up words and still struggle with the only language I know. But let's stay on topic, and let's say why I chose to change my channel from my neighborhood to yours to the life of a fisherman's wife. Um, like I say, every trip that my husband and I make, it is basically surrounded by fishing. He would take me on a vacation and say, hey, this vacation is for us, it's for our anniversary, whatever. But you best to believe there's a fishing pole that's in the suitcase somewhere. There's a fishing pole that's in that car somewhere. Well, maybe not a pole, but a reel and rod. It's somewhere in that car. We're going to go fishing. And every lake that he see, some women worry about their husband looking at women. I don't. My husband, this is him at a lake. And I'm like, honey, you driving. What are you looking for? You can't see the fish in there. And then his next statement is, I wonder is it good fishing over there? I wonder, can you catch catfish? I wonder, are there crappies in there? Oh, that tree is in that water over there. I think that structure holds a lot of crappies. It's always something. And then, ladies, if he is not on the lake, he's watching fishing. I know so many YouTubers that fish, and I don't know. And yes, I tell you what, if you stay with me long enough, you will see him. A YouTuber that he watches, and I would tell you the whole story about how we got to meet this YouTuber, and he went fishing with this YouTuber. I would fill you in on a whole story on another episode, but right now we're talking about why I changed my channel and that hot tea, because that's pretty hot tea to change your channel. I am new to this, but honey, I am true to this. I am absolutely true. I think about my family all day. And the reason I chose not to call you neighbor, and I may slip up and call you neighbor, because I have called you neighbor ever since I started the channel. I wanted to call you neighbor because I wanted you to know that I am your neighbor. I am that person that lives right next to you. That's who I am. Now we're family. Because this is a family, ladies. We are a family. We are wives of fishing, of the men that fish. So we are a family. We are a team. And if you want to talk with me about this, leave me some comments down below. And ask me how did I cope with this, cope with that. I can tell you, because 23 years is a long time to have that dinner date being late because he's fishing. He made up from the last time that he was fishing, so he decided to take you out for dinner, and then he's late again. You're going to learn to get you a bag of chips, and you're going to snack on those bag of chips until he make it home to take that shower so that he can get dressed and go fishing. Go fishing. Go out to dinner with you. You're going to, ladies or gentlemen, you're going to realize that there's going to be a lot of broken dates because guess what? The fish was biting that day, and he lost track of time. You have to understand that. You got to understand that he gonna make arguments up so that he can go fishing because he called it his fishing therapy. So we give men a lot less credit than they are due. We think we are the smart ones that, we start an argument so he can go fishing, so we can go shopping. Yeah, he makes arguments up too so that he can go fishing and call his fishing therapy. But that's okay. That's okay. I have learned how to deal with his fishing hobby, his fishing therapy, whatever you want to call it. I have learned to deal with it, and it doesn't bother me as much as it did in the beginning. Only thing that still bothers me is when he goes and he's been out for quite a while, and I call him and he does not answer his phone. Yeah, that still burns me to today. And I keep telling him, honey, you're gone all day. Please give me a phone call or even shoot me a text to let me know that you're okay. And his response to that is, no news is good news. No, that's not true. No news is just delayed news. So, husbands, wife, if you like to fish or whatever, please check in every now and again. That's all we ask. You don't even have to call us. Just shoot us a text. So let's say, still here, okay, and let our mind be at ease, because we do worry about you, because we do love you dearly, and so my family, and I want you to be my family. I want you, because family can be long distance. Family can talk every now and again. Family can talk every day. Family cannot talk at all, but you still love your family. So that is why I decided to start to call you family. And like I say again, I may slip up and call you neighbor, but that's okay because you're still my neighbor also. So yes, I am still here. I will always be here, but my name has just changed from my neighborhood to yours to the life of a fisherman's wife, because that's what I am, and I am true to it. I'm true to it, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Uh, it has been my life, so I have adapted to being the wife of a fisherman. You will still see the same things, some of the same things that I are going to do with my channel, with from my neighborhood to yours. But now you're going to see the fisherman wife cook, the fisherman wife dress, the fisherman wife go on vacation, the fisherman wife fish. Yes, you will see all of those videos under the title "The Life of a Fisherman's Wife," because the fisherman wife does all of that. For you all that has been in this longer than I have, shoot me a few comments. Let me know, because there are some things that I still struggle with to deal with him being a fisherman and a true fisherman. Like waking up early mornings, you think that you're going to have that snuggle buddy with you because, it's a little cold outside. And you think you got your snuggle buddy with you, and you reach over and your snuggle buddy gone because it's ice fishing season and he's gone ice fishing. And then, it just, so many things that happens when your husband is truly a fisherman. And we're going to get through this together, family. You're going to help me. I'm going to help you. And we're going to get through this together. But as I always say, make your tomorrow better than your today, because it does get better. Okay, family. As I always say, make your tomorrow better than your today. Thank you for the subscribers that I do have. But we're trying to build this channel. So would you please like, subscribe, comment, most important, share, and hit that notification button. So when I come knocking, you can let me in. See you till next time, my fishing family.